Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this unusual demo night. For those of you who are tuning into our demo night for the first time, my name is Margaret Ann, and my co-host for this evening, other side of the screen, is Purdy, who's our head of program at TechHub. If this is your first time at demo night, we've been hosting this event for about the past 10 years every month, though this is our first time having a worldwide group of demoers, and also our second time hosting this event virtually. This evening, we hear from 8 different startups from 8 different countries on 5 different continents. We have representatives from Uganda, India, Brazil, Switzerland, Romania, UK, and the US. And so for this evening, we'll have the 3-minute demos followed by the 3 minutes Q&A. During the Q&A, we ask you to enter in any sort of questions that you may have. You can also ask any questions during the demo as well, and then we'll pull them from the comments and the demoers will be able to answer them for you. In addition, we're also going to be using Slido. The information will be on the screen, how you can log in right after each demo. So the website is Slido, and the hashtag is TechHubTuesday May. Again, the information will be on the screen shortly. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So you can log in and vote and give live feedback to the demoers during each of the presentations. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Purdy.
Hi, everyone. So just wanted to say a warm welcome to everybody that is here and has come to listen to the demos tonight. Thanks to everyone who's been to one of our demo nights before. We've been running the event for over 8 years now, always alongside Google for Startups, who are supporting us this time as well. And normally in person on a big stage with an audience of over 100 people, and the demo is in person. So thanks for joining us all virtually. When we decided to do this in the first place, we were talking about moving our growth program to be a virtual program to make sure that we're still continuing to support startups during these troubling times. And obviously it's something that's happening around the world. And we were thinking about everyone being in a similar situation, and how do we unite all the different ecosystems around the world and make sure that there's something positive happening and some positive news for people to talk about. So we were like, we should do it globally. Margaret Ann said it, actually. She said we should do a global demo night, but how do we get other people from around the world to apply for this stuff? And we're really honored to be part of the Google for Startups network. And because of that, we have access to a lot of other hubs that are located around the world. So we did a shout out to all of those hubs and said, hey, we're going to do this thing. We really want to showcase some other startups. And we were overwhelmed with the response that we got from the hubs. So much positivity, so many amazing applications. It was really difficult to choose the 8 demoers that we have got, but we really wanted it to be representative of around the globe, get as many different continents as possible. So we're really excited to run this event and do something positive amid COVID-19, and we hope that all of you really enjoy the event. For those of you who it's your first time, just welcome to TechHub. We are a community of technology entrepreneurs and startups. So we're based in London, and as well as having 400 tech startups that are based out of the hub, we run a growth program, which is over 200 events a year that helps those startups to grow. So it's things like access to investment, access to how to grow your team, access to lawyers, accountants, insurance partners, that kind of thing. So they're in the best possible position to grow their business. As well as having London, we've also got Riga, Bucharest and Swansea, and we've got a demoer from TechHub in Bucharest who you'll be seeing later. So we're really happy to have those guys involved as well. And you can find out more about us and what we do and how we support startups at techhub.com. So do check it out. I will pass you back over to Margaret Ann. Really looking forward to getting started.
A quick little social media shout out before we begin. All the information for the demoers is on the Eventbrite page, so you can find all the social media accounts if you want to tweet at them during the demos. In addition, we also ask that any posts that you want to post on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, first of all, post as much as you'd like, love that. And also share this YouTube link with anybody, any of your friends, basically anyone, just everyone. But make sure you tag at TechHub, at Google for Startups. The tags are just below me, and hashtag TechHubTuesday on Twitter. So with that, we're going to kick it off with our first demoer, Mark, who is also a TechHub London member as well. So over to you.
Hey, Lovely to meet you. I'm John. I'm the senior producer on Mark, which is a revolutionary new social AR platform. We're going to be giving you a quick demo in a minute. And then afterwards, myself, Murari, who's our creative director, and Anthony, who is our COO, will be answering all your questions. So I'm going to share my screen now and show you this demo. And let's see how we go. Oh, there we go. Nice.
Hi TechHub, really great to have you here today. We're going to give you an awesome demo of our brand new social AR graffiti app. So Mark has begun as a collaboration between Cybo, who make the Subway Surfers game, and iDream Sky, who publish Subway Surfers in China. And we're making this in partnership with Google, who are obviously at the forefront of AR development. And Mark is one of the most exciting AR projects out there. It's effectively a graffiti app that lets you put a layer of graffiti on anything you can see in the world. Essentially, you can turn the entire world into your sketchbook.
No, yes, man. I've been a legend since before mom and dad had me and was best friends. I too to cop, don't test them. I too on track after that.
It's currently in beta development. We're letting people try it now. People are already coming out with amazing ideas and uses for this app. And we're really excited to give you a demo of it right now.
See me? I just do what I do.
Okay, so making your mark is really, really simple in our app. All you have to do is first find a surface to create on, like a wall, for example. Where better to put some graffiti?
A lot of pinch nerves are next are caused by bars that bless.
Secondly, you've just got to let your creative juices flow.
What it is, I just do what I do. I am better than any rapper from here to wherever, and my legacy will harass my offspring forever. I flow and write better than any. I'm the hottest, and trust me, that's not being conceited, that's being modest.
Thirdly, once you've made your mark, you're going to want to share it with people. You know, whether you want to, create an artistic masterpiece, or you just want to leave a message for your friend Dave. Like any social AR app, Mark lets you share your creations with everyone or anyone, whether it's just one single friend, the entire world at large, or just for your own personal collection. It's all about personal expression. So we hope that people will use Mark to bring each other closer in these uncertain times.
I just do what I do. Check. I just do what I do. See me? I just do what I do. Feel me? I just do what I do. I don't know if I shoot. I just do what I do.
Great. Well, I hope you really enjoyed it. Joining me now is Murari, who's our creative director, and we should also have Anthony, who's our COO. Anthony is in Hong Kong, and Murari is also in London. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Pretty good. This is a strange format, but it's quite interesting. virtual demos.
Yeah.
Strange.
Well, Murari, do you want to talk a little bit about the genesis of the project?
Yeah, sure. So as John mentioned, and as the video also showed, it was born out of a collaboration between Cybo and iDream Sky. Now, Cybo, for those of you who don't know, makes Subway Surfers, and Subway Surfers is a hugely successful, popular game on mobile phones, and it's all about this kid who does train bombing. Basically, he spray paints sides of trains, and he's running from cops, and it's very cheeky, rebellious. And it was made by these two Danish animators who then went on to start Cybo in Copenhagen. So it's got this sort of roots of hip hop and graffiti culture embedded in it. But with this app, what we wanted to do was sort of take that to the real world and see how people could sort of express themselves. It's a fairly daunting task if you've ever tried graffiti art, or if you've ever tried spray painting, to actually go up to a blank wall, and with a spray can in hand and try and create something. So we wanted to make it really easy as well. So we wanted to have the fantasy of urban art and street art culture, but with the sort of accessibility of sort of mainstream mobile app. So what we decided to do was casualify that experience and make it more mainstream. So we went with things on a design level, such as, so not everyone's a great artist. And the way you make art with the phone currently is you actually have to move the phone. So more often than not, it ends in sort of little scribbles and little doodles. But what we wanted to do is allow people to also create great art. Similar to how Instagram just lets you create a really great picture, even with just a few options and filters. So what we went with is sort of easy creation tools. And one of those things, one of the examples being sort of stencils. So a stencil, if you imagine, it works exactly the way it does in real life. So you spray a background on, you put a stencil up, you color in the stencil, and you remove it. So in that way, and people can sort of create their own stencils, express themselves in ways as well. So
awesome. And well, I was just going to say, oh, sorry. So, Anthony, we just got a question from Masha D. Are you focusing on certain cities at launch?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I am Anthony. I'm the CEO of the company, mostly handling marketing and a little bit of the product as well. So that's a good question. So are we focusing on any certain city to launch? Yes, we are. We're going to launch in the US first, and most likely, all the major metropolitan cities would be our focus. For example, LA, New York, and San Fran. And in fact, we actually did an experience launch back in October last year in New York Comic Con. We, showed it in New York Comic Con, the venue. About 1,000 people came and visited and tried out the app. We had great feedback and response from the experience launch. And after that, January this year, we did like a beta event in LA supporting Women's March. Very similar fashion, but this time it's not in a box, but on the street. So we had really good feedback in these kind of cities. So immediately after our open launch, which is going to happen, probably after summer this year, it's going to focus mainly on New York, LA, and San Fran, around the cities.
Brilliant. The final question, just from Michael, is there much competition? Murari, do you want to take this one? I think this is our last question.
Well, we've also got one from Anastasia, so I'm not sure which one you handle, but have we got much competition? No, there's nothing out there that does anything remotely similar in as much as we can see. And we've tried a whole bunch of them. So this is basically an intersection of various things. And that's why we're quite excited about it. Don't know if we have time for Anastasia's question, but that's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody can come and find us at mark.app. That's our website. You can come and check out a demo of the build. And we'd love to have you come and find us on social media. We'll chat with you, tell you more about the project. We'd love to chat with anyone who's interested in finding out more. So thanks so much to TechHub for having us, and we're really excited to see the next few projects.
Should I get started? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So my name is Alan from Sente in Uganda, and we are a mobile commerce and financial services platform. And the way it works is you can buy stuff. Oops. You can buy stuff, get loans, and yeah. So what I will do now is I will just show you a quick demo of how this works. So as you can see, you can get a loan You can buy airtime, you can pay your bills, you can get movies, you can buy events. So I'll go and buy some food from the market. So the way that works is that I just gonna buy some potatoes. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna pay now. This is where I live. I have several payment methods. So I can pay now, or I can pay later, right? So as you can see, the payment methods for pay now are debit or credit card. I can pay with mobile money, or I can pay from a wallet. I can also, like I mentioned earlier, pay later. So when I pay later, I am actually getting a loan. It's a short-term loan for 30 days, but I'll just go ahead and pay now. So if I pay now, I can pay from my wallet, and voila, I have bought some potatoes from the market in Uganda. So that's it. That's my demo. Thank you very much. Okay, waiting for questions. So where is Center available for use? From Marsha D. So Center is available for use in Uganda at the moment. Any other question? Are you subject to any regulation to operate as an e-wallet provider? At the moment, no, but that regulation is on the way, and we are really prepared for regulation. That is from A. Our team says, yeah, from Uganda, thank you for being a customer. Marsha, are you wanting to expand? Definitely. For this year, we are still in Uganda, but next year we'll be ready for a Series A, and that Series A we shall use to expand to other countries. DW893 is asking, what's involved in getting merchants to participate and onboard their inventories? That is a very good question. And I would like to actually make a shout out that during COVID, we've been very, very useful. So right now, merchants get in touch with us via email. We're working on a merchant app, but right now you get in touch with us via email and we upload your inventory. Stuart Mujuzi is asking, does a user take a loan from the bank or from us? And no, you take a loan from a licensed financial service provider. We don't have any banks now, but we do work with alternative lenders who are licensed to give you a loan. Mashudi is asking, how much are you hoping to raise in your Series A? So our Series A will be 2 million. I'm not sure post-COVID the metrics are still the same, but that's what we're aiming for, Marsha D. Okay, I'm not sure I have any other questions. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, this is Pradeep from Grassroots, and I'll go straight to the demo video without spending further time since it is pretty self-explanatory.
Pradeep, Pradeep, there is no audio.
Okay. This in most emerging economies, the only feasible alternative in these cases is to use compressed gas cylinders. The problem with using compressed gas cylinders is that methane needs to be stored at a pressure greater than 200 bar, which leads to 4 to 6% of the energy lost in compression. Additionally, these cylinders are costly and difficult to handle because of regulatory challenges. Adsorption is a new technology to solve these challenges. In this case, the cylinder is filled with an engineered material with an extremely high surface area. This high surface area allows the gas molecules to be captured in the cavities and achieve a much better storage density. The high storage density would allow up to 3x reduction in the gas pressure and would allow us to reduce the energy lost in compression by more than 50%. However, adsorption has one major challenge. When the valve is opened and the gas allowed to supply to the end utility, this causes the temperature of the cylinder to drop. Since adsorption is an exothermic process, it becomes difficult to reliably supply gas at the output. The material, being a bad conductor of heat, cannot take heat from the cylinder walls. We use a patent pending technology in which a portion of the gas is heated and supplied back to the cylinder. This allows the cylinder to retain its temperature and supply the gas reliably to the outlet. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Sure. So we make technology which can set up decentralized biomethane plants. So any dairy is a customer, anybody who has access to waste, bio waste, and was not able to convert it into biomethane because the scale of operations were not feasible, is a customer. So I don't think we have any more questions.
Okay, hello. This is Oliver from Gloria Food. Hello from TechHub Bucharest. I'm here to talk a little bit about Gloria Food. We are creating a website builder and online ordering system for restaurants. And before doing the actual product demo, I would like to explain why Gloria Food is very much different from a marketplace business model. Marketplaces such as Uber Eats, Foodpanda, Just Eat, or Deliveroo, they're transactional based, meaning the restaurant is merely a supplier for those marketplaces, as well as a restaurant has to purchase each order, usually for quite a significant percentage of the purchase price from those marketplaces. And last, the restaurant has no chance of building up its own client base. Now, Gloria Food is different in the sense that we allow each restaurant to have its own website, own ordering system, as well as the restaurant doesn't have to pay any commission for the order, and the restaurant is building up and owning the client base. Now, one component of this is the self-service administration dashboard that you can see here. The restaurant can set up a lot of different configurations. One of them is delivery zones with minimum order features and things like that. So also the restaurant can set opening hours, and of course the restaurant has the ability to self-configure the entire restaurant menu and make changes, setting promotions. And then at the end, the restaurant can go and access the website builder, which we're doing right now. Here you can see the edit mode of the website builder, where, for example, it's possible to add galleries, other announcements, social media links. Here's one announcement about the food hygiene rating or COVID-19 safety measures that the restaurant has implemented. And after this configuration is complete, the website is being generated and then deployed under a real domain name. And this is, for example, how such a website looks like. You can see it here. And it works super fast and also great on mobile. Now, the food clients, they can click on the See menu and order button. And then they can see a beautiful menu. They can, for example, choose the buy one, get one free promotion at the pizza capricciosa, at the pizza prosciutto, to the cart, and going to the cart. Now you can see my personal details, delivery address are pre-inserted in order to allow for a frictionless ordering experience, in this case, for a repeat client. I only select now my payment method, in this case, cash. I select that I would like to meet the driver outside. I'm going to place the order. And we're going to see here on the right side how this looks like. There is an order coming. Sorry, not this one. This is an order coming that we've just placed. So the restaurant is running this app on a tablet, can see the products and who has placed the order, can accept the order, insert, for example, the delivery time, in this case, 45 minutes. And then you'll see it here. The food client can see the order was confirmed and delivery is in 45 minutes. Now, in terms of results, there are right now 12,000 or more than 12,000 restaurants that are very actively using the system right now. These restaurants are from 140 different countries, US being #1, followed by UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. So English-speaking tier 1 countries is quite a lot of clients of ours. The transaction volume in April was more than 2 million orders. Gross transaction volume for the merchant was about $60 million. And right now, due to the coronavirus, there's quite a significant growth where we kind of almost doubled in April. This is what I had to say. Now, please, I'm happy to take your questions. So there's one question from DW893. Oliver, part of the value proposition of the food delivery companies is the food delivery component. Without that part of the solution stack, how big is your opportunity? Yeah, so out of those 12,000 restaurants, more than half are offering their own delivery. And some restaurants, they hire their own fleet. Some partner with a local courier service. This could be either taxi companies or local providers that have specialized on that kind of service. There is a variety of different solutions in the market. But also there are a couple of restaurants who don't do delivery, and they just offer pickup or table reservation, which is also possible with this solution. Happy to take any other questions. Masha D, what are the advantages for restaurants to use this over Deliveroo or other food delivery services. Yeah, so the biggest advantage is that the restaurant doesn't have to pay the commission and is building up his own client base. Now, imagine you as a restaurant, you have a client who knows you and who's coming again and again from you to order. With Deliveroo, the restaurant has to pay for that same client every time a commission. Whereas with this system, the restaurant captures the full amount for himself in an already very tough margin business. Restaurant is a business with low margins, and that allows the restaurants to be a bit more profitable. Happy to take another question if there's time. How do we make money? From Stuart. Thank you very much. We're using the freemium business model. That means there is, obviously, we don't charge the food client. And we use freemium for the restaurants, meaning there is no setup fee, no per transaction fee, and no fixed monthly fee. Instead, there's a variety of optional paid services. So, for example, if the restaurant would like to have its very own app in the Android or iOS app store, that would be an optional paid component. Or if the restaurant would like to run more than one promotion at the same time on the restaurant menu, that's another optional paid service. And this is how we finance our own operation. Happy to take another question if there's time. I believe that's it. Thank you very much. Greetings from Bucharest.
Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew. I'm one of the co-founders of Viking. And today I'm going to give you a demo of our augmented reality try-on technology for footwear. And I'm just going to share my screen now. So hopefully you're able to see this here. So this is we've got an SDK-based solution that can be integrated into any iOS or Android app, and this allows manufacturers or multi-brand retailers to integrate virtual try-on for footwear. And we're already working with Adidas, and we're working with the largest sneaker marketplace in China. And with this technology, they allow the users to not only view products in 3D, but also to actually try them on foot. So I think probably the best thing now is just to give you a demo of how this works. So here you can see this is a 3D model, and this is our computer vision technology that allows you to see what the shoe looks like, and it tracks your foot in real time. This is our demo application. You can see that they're very high quality models. And this, as I said, this can be integrated into any retailer's app. And this is especially important given what's been happening the last few months with COVID, the fact that physical retail has shut down. So it's very important for all of the manufacturers and for the e-commerce platforms to develop more immersive shopping experiences. And this is why we've experienced a lot of traction over the last couple of months in particular. As I said, we work with Adidas, and we're seeing a lot of traction in China as well now. And yeah, this is our solution. I think it's quite visual, and you can see how it works. And it's a new way to shop for shoes, and this is what we do. So happy to take any questions. Hello. No, at the moment we're focused on the sneaker market because that's where there's the most growth, and it's not only like the athletic segment that's very big and growing, but also the luxury athletic footwear market is growing very quickly. So for the moment, we're focused on closed shoes. However, maybe at some point next year, we'll think about high heels as well. No, you can't. When you say comfort, yes, it can't tell you how comfortable the shoe is. It just lets you visualize it. Yes, we have one other competitor, and they're based in Belarus. We are, compared to them, we're very lightweight. We've also got a tool set that allows for very easy upload of 3D models and makes them, you can position and place the models very quickly and export them for Android and iOS. So what we've built is like additional tools that help scale this from not just being available for maybe 5 or 10 shoes, but for thousands of shoes, which is what we're doing with the e-commerce platform that we're working with in China. Any questions? So it's the selling into the digital product teams. So the e-commerce. So for example, with Adidas, it's the app, the mobile app. This is an SDK-based solution. They call it digital retail, and we're also developing a mobile web solution so we can get this working not just inside apps but also inside the web. But yeah, it's the app teams primarily right now. Yes, that's correct. It's the Adidas, for example, they take our SDK, our software, they integrate it into their apps so that they're able to offer this functionality to their users. So when a user is on a product page and there's a 3D model and that 3D model has been modified so that it can work with our system, when the user taps try on, then that will open up the camera feed from the app and let the user try on the shoe virtually. All right. I mean, if there are no more questions, then thanks a lot for listening. And if you have any other questions, then you can always find us on at Viking.io. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. This is Danielle Raylick. I'm the CEO and founder of Intrepida. And today we'd like to showcase our solution, which is called Incora.ai, which is in the clinical research space. Clinical research is a $44 billion industry that's hugely ineffective. And I'll give you a little glimpse of why. So if I've been diagnosed with, let's say, lung cancer, and I'm looking for treatment options, I might ask my doctor what are my options, and they may suggest that I look at clinical trials. And clinicaltrials.gov is the standard today for where you would go to look at this information. So just to give you an example of what this site looks like, I would have to scroll through this very exhausting information to try to understand if this trial is relevant for me, particularly reading through this inclusion and exclusion criteria. And as a patient, this is challenging. I've been in healthcare for 10 years, and this would take me hours or weeks. And so we built Incora.ai, which is an online platform that aims to simplify this process and make it easier for patients to connect to clinical research. So I would fill out some information so that I have lung cancer, year of birth, where I'm looking for these trials. And what I can see is that there are 52 options potentially around me, and this is for the case of London. And so what we offer is this questionnaire where we have put the inclusion and exclusion criteria in trials, or basically that criteria to enter as part of this questionnaire that you can answer in a very easy to answer way from a patient perspective. And so kidney problems, for example, is matching to things like bilirubin test levels. And this is an ECOG or Karnofsky performance score. We're also looking to capture diversity metrics. But as I continue to complete this, I'm essentially weeding through the trials to find a trial that is more appropriate for my condition. You can see we even have genetic mutations. You can answer your previous treatment history, and you can skip anything you don't want to answer. And at any point, you can go to the save and return results. And so now what it's done is it's gone through the potential options. It knows that I'm secretly in Zurich. And with this, now I can kind of read through this, and it's a much smaller set that's much more targeted for my particular condition. And just to give you an example, if I am interested in a trial, and I'll just skip the login piece, but I could either bookmark it, I can go to more information, and here I can get a little bit more information about this trial, including what is the drug and how it would be administered. And if I'm interested and I think this trial could potentially save my life, I can be asked to be put in contact. Once you consent, then we do the work to connect you, and I can go to my dashboard and see how that outreach has progressed, and also potentially if new trials are coming up of interest. And for patients, we offer also support resources where they can learn more about some of this terminology that they see. So thank you. That's our quick demo. I'll take any questions now. Oh, you can't see my screen. Well, that would help. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so I'll quickly just show the solution while you can ask questions. Yes, if that's all right, I'll quickly share it. Sorry, I'll give the 1 minute run through. This is the questionnaire. We'll go back to do that. Or you can continue through. You see simple questions, allergies, infections, other conditions you may have, which is bringing you down to these results page that I was mentioning, where you can now go for more information, learn about the trial and outreach. I've already asked to be contacted, so here I can see how my trial progress is continuing. And I'll just show the example of clinicaltrials.gov just for comparison. This is what a patient would need to read through otherwise to understand potential eligibility for some of these trials. So it's quite a difference for patients. Okay, sorry about that sharing fun. So how long did it take to develop? How did the industry react? We've been working on the NLP, or natural language processing model, since 2018, since most of the work is in parsing out and standardizing that text. And we just launched on March 30th. And we've had a good reaction from the industry, particularly patients who are incredibly excited for support for trials, and a lot of outreach actually from the UK. How do we get these sources for clinical trials? Do we collaborate with IRB? So the source currently is clinicaltrials.gov, which does have a download feature, and we do a daily refresh for our COVID trials, a weekly refresh for the remaining cancer trials, and we are looking to extend it into more local databases in Europe, starting with the Spanish trial registry. How do we get participants to trust us? Mostly by saying we're not pharma. That's helpful. But we also have been medically reviewed, which is fantastic. So we have a physician who's looked over the application. Also on our team, we have a PhD in neuroscience and medical genetics. So those are very helpful roles. And we've joined a lot of patient communities and advocates. And when we've had these discussions, that's how we build that trust, and then we can kind of co-market with them. Okay, thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paulo Tenorio. I'm the CEO and founder of Tracto. Tracto is a SaaS platform that allows small business and anyone to create an awesome marketing materials in few minutes. So let me just get started. All you have to do is press here, get started with your email, and then you're gonna be here on our dashboard. It's pretty simple, it's straightforward. It works based on templates. So on the left side, you have different formats. For example, Zoom backgrounds, where we can have like different backgrounds that you can create. So they are pre-designed by really professional designers. And then you have, for example, social media posts, Instagram stories, animated posts that you can also do. You can create like a lot of different stuff. Including presentations, which is awesome. So full HD, 16:9 presentations, business proposals, even YouTube videos. You can create like short videos, 10 seconds long, where you can do it. So I'm gonna show you how we can create a really nice Zoom background. Let's pick a template. I'm gonna pick this one here. So all we have to do is press one button, and Tracto is gonna open the editor on another tab. Super easy to use. That's the interface. On the left side, you have 6 icons where you can add text, image, shapes, icons. And here's your page where you can move. If you use, for example, PowerPoint or some other tool, some designer tool, you are probably at home. So it's very easy to use. So let's get started. I'm gonna create a blank slate here, a blank page, and let's get started. I got you TechHub website, and I'm gonna just click on the right button, copy the image address, and then I'm gonna go back to the Tracto's editor and add, copy and paste the URL. And Tracto already imports the logo, which is pretty awesome. I also went to TechHub London Instagram, and I found this little guy here, and I download the picture. So let's just bring this photo here from our computer. Tracto, you just need to drag and drop, and everything's gonna work. And there you go. So we have these 2 assets here where we can get started. So let me just show some pretty things that Tracto has. For example, shapes, where you can add masks. So you just have to press here this little button, and you can add on a circle, on a star. So like really nice design features. It's all about the experience, right? And then we also have some different filters where you can change the tone of the photo with just one click, adding dual tone effects. It's pretty awesome though, because it takes a long time for you to do that on Photoshop or some other tool. So we make it straightforward. You can transform on black and white. And also, if you press here just one button, Tracto can remove the background of any photo, any picture with just one click. It takes just a few seconds, and it's gonna pop up here. So the background is gonna show how the dog is gonna be cut out, which is pretty awesome and super easy to do, right? The other thing that you can do though, there you go. So it's already here, it's done. You can change the color of the background, just pressing colors and change it here. Let's add a yellow here, there you go. And we can also add animated GIFs. If you go here through Gify, all you have to do, so let's get this guy here washing hands, give us a message. You just need to copy the link, go back to Tracto, press Command V. And Tracto also imports the animated GIF straight into your page. Awesome, right? It's like super easy, super fast. You can add text here, which is, it's super fun. So let's say here, wash your hands. And also you can change the color, the typeface. We have tons of different fonts that you can use, which is pretty simple to do. It's just one click, and they are super awesome though. So let's add this guy here. And all you have to do now, you can just press download and download as an MP4. And right now you have a full HD video that you can use or use Zoom background or anywhere else. Tracto not only generates MP4, it also generates PDFs, PNGs, and has tons of different features. For an example, if I press image here, we are connected straight to Unsplash, so you can search for dog. So let's find a mate for this guy here. So this guy here seems a good buddy as well. So I'm just gonna add this dog here, and it's like this. The photo is HD, so it's high resolution, and you can also apply the same effects as I just showed it to you. So something that's super unique about Tracto is how fast and how scalable this thing is. So you have an idea, so how to create that. It's awesome. It works great. And also, if you want to do, for example, a presentation out of the same file, all you have to do, you can integrate with YouTube as well. So let's get the last video here from
Tech Advocate.
There you go. So this video seems nice. If I just press Command-C, Command-V, there you go. Tracto already imports the video with the player with some controls that you have here. And if you press play, for example, there you go. Tracto already generates a link with a full presentation with where everything works. So you just press here to show, and if you press the video, it's gonna show the video here, which is awesome. So, and this is Tracto. There's a lot to do, so I'm open to questions. Let's see if I have some questions here. All right. So in how many countries? Right now, we are pretty more than 20 countries already that we have clients, paying clients, and we are about to debut our global version. So we are hope to expand globally. Is there another question? For the users, usually there are small business owners, entrepreneurs, but right now we have a lot of teachers as well because of the presentation. It's super easy to do. So people are really enjoying creating stuff with Tracto. So we are learning as well as we move along how our users are, but usually entrepreneurs and small business owners. So Michael asked if it's a B2B or a B2C or both. It's both. We also have a white label version where you can add your own logo, and we can set up that. For the B2C version, it's just $5 per month, which is super affordable. Our vision, it's about to make like really easy to use, really affordable design software for everyone. So I think that's it. So Masha asked actually, how long did it take to develop? We have been on the marketing since 2013. So it has been a long journey. All the coding, all the tech, all the development was done here in Brazil, where we are based. So it took us a long and solid 7 years to get to this point. Which is why I respect a lot the guys from Adobe and Apple, which were the first to create design softwares. All right, DW893 asked, how do we ensure that customers keep getting value from the product? I would say we constantly update the templates and also the tools that we have on the software. A design software, it follows society. Different tools that are gonna show up, different formats, different assets that you can add. So tech keeps evolving. I think design and soft skills are the next, let's say, common ground things for all professionals and human beings. All right. And I think that's it. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hi, my name is Matt Miller. I'm the CEO and founder of AudioBridge. AudioBridge is a mobile music recording and collaboration platform where musicians of all skill levels can collaborate instantly from their mobile devices and make full multi-track sessions on their mobile devices. Based on my experience, I was a session guitarist, singer, songwriter in LA for nearly 10 years. And I will show you the very simple demo. UI is sacred to us. We like to keep things as simple as humanly possible, because the problem is that all the software that's out there right now is extremely complicated, and there's a very large learning curve for musicians to make professional music. So we say we strive to be as simple as the voice memo app on your phone, but more powerful than Pro Tools, which is the industry standard recording software. During the quarantine, we've seen user activity increase 5 to 6 times, and we're up about 13 times in user activity from this time last year, measured in the amount of audio recorded on the platform. So let's dive right into the demo. As you'll see on the device, you've got AudioBridge, and I'm actually running on another device, an iPad, another user account. So what I'll do is I will create a session over here and add me, and you'll see that, okay, I've been invited to the session. So let's pretend my iPad is somewhere, anywhere else in the world, and this is me right here. So you'll watch the experience as if you're a user using the app. And so that person over there invited me, and they are going to say, let's make music. So they'll send me a little chat message. You have a dedicated chat room within each session. So let's make music. I get the message. I've got Michael Jordan's picture. That's the test picture on there. So I go and I go, great. And now they are going to start recording, and you'll see on my device that it will reflect that they have begun the recording process when they hit record on their device. Again, instantly from anywhere in the world. So they hit record, you see their face is behind the lock there at the bottom. So we know that they're currently working on the session that's recording an audio track on the other device. We hit stop, it instantly downloads to the track, and there's my audio file. They can then unlock the session for me, and then I can record back. It'll play back the device. So, and I just have to hit playback on my device. I just have to hit record, and it'll multi-track on top of that audio, just for the purposes of the demo, to keep things simple. I'm not really streaming any audio to this, so just want to keep it as simple as possible. Once you've recorded a track, you can go in, you can edit it. So you've got, you can trim it, fade in, fade out, adjust the volume, pan it left and right, tag it. We've got some more great features coming soon for that as well. Additionally, if you wanted to import files from elsewhere, you can go in, pull it from Dropbox, GarageBand, iCloud, whatever you use for your cloud storage. You can take notes in here. And then the other thing you can do is you can actually export it out as either a single audio file, or you can export out each individual track as its own stem, so you can import it or use it however you want outside of the system as well. I will show you really quickly how easy it is to take something you've created and bring it into something like SoundCloud, which a lot of people share their music on. So I can export as a single audio file and give them options. I'm just going to file my phone. I'll save it to the download folder. And then I can actually go over to SoundCloud. And SoundCloud just has a new feature where you can upload from your device. So I hit the upload. I hit the demo session that we just did. Click on it. There we go. And boom, I just fill this out and I upload. So I've created music with somebody else, somewhere else in the world, and released it like that. Way simpler than the way that things are currently in the industry. And I think we're, again, trying to keep this as simple as possible and make it as accessible as possible to other people around the world. So that's the very, very quick demo. There's more to it, but I wanted to keep it simple because that's what we pride ourselves on. I'm happy to take some questions. Oh, wow, okay. I like the idea as well. Is there any copyright issues with two different owners of the music? Yeah, that's actually, I'm not surprised to get that question, because we get that question a lot. You know, what we're doing currently right now is we feel that we've actually improved that experience for over what the Pro Tools experience is. So number one, the way that you invite people to sessions is the only people you can invite to sessions are people that are in your contact list. So it does a match based on the emails and phone numbers that you have in your contact list with users of AudioBridge. We do not save your contact information. We just use it for matching purposes in the database. So one way that we protect that is that you're only inviting people that you know to a session. So that controls that to some degree. The other side to that question is we do not deal with copyright necessarily. We look at it as, you know, Pro Tools doesn't deal with copyright. they're just the recording platform. What we have over something like Pro Tools or Logic is that we know who recorded a track, we know when they recorded it, we know kind of potentially could know where they recorded it. We have metadata to these tracks that these other systems don't have, or that you would have to manually add in when other people are recording on those platforms. So while we don't necessarily deal with it directly, we do have deeper information if there ever was to be a dispute over copyright issues on the platform. But it's definitely something that we're working on. There's some great startups in the space as well that are doing, are building tools for platforms like ours that are going to help protect copyright as well. And so we want to leave the experts to do it, but partner with them rather than us tackle that issue directly ourselves, because we're really focused on the recording experience and the collaboration aspect. Who would you say are your competitors? Yeah, there are more and more coming as we talk, or as we get into this. We've got BandLab, you may have heard of, Soundtrap, which was recently acquired by Spotify. I would put something like GarageBand in as a competitor. The reason that we differ from that is they are focused on the social media aspect, which to me clutters up and makes the experience confusing. We're based solely on the recording aspect of the process. So we want to make it as easy as hitting the button, starting the recording, sending it to somebody else. There will be social aspects being introduced, but there are other competitors out there that are doing similar things. And I think that people are starting to finally realize that mobile is actually a very viable solution to professional recording. There are professional producers out there that are using mobile devices, like Billie Eilish's brother, Kendrick Lamar's producer. So the world is moving in this direction. So we definitely see other people in the space, but we feel that we're uniquely positioned because we're focused on UI much more than others. Any other questions? And feel free to email me after this if there's any other questions. I'm Matt at audiobridgeapp.com. And thanks again, and appreciate the time.
Hi, everyone. All right.
Well done.
Big round of
all of
applause
those
for all of my demos. Thanks so much for watching tonight. We're really excited how many viewers we got, and it's going to be posted on a YouTube channel afterwards, so you can always refer back to that as well. Quick little rundown of everyone who you saw tonight. First one was Mark, who's based in London. Second one was Zente from Uganda, Grassroots Energy in India, Gloria Seeds in Bucharest, Viking in Berlin, Ancora in Zurich, Tracto in Brazil, and Audio Bridge in the US. So again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm going to pass it over to Purdy.
Thanks again as well to the Google for Startups Network for providing us with all of these amazing demoers. Because it went so well and we had so much interest from startups all around the world, we're going to be doing this again next month. So the first Tuesday of next month, we will be doing another global demo night. We're going to put some information out on the event page tomorrow. So anybody that's been inspired by all of these amazing demos, feel free to apply to join the next one. And we hope to see you all there again.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.